An update on Regs. Santa Claus might be coming to town. XRP price. Let's just get into it. Your comments come first. Like the intro. Huh. I didn't even do just the chip. I went the whole thing. Gave it to you right off the bat. Andy R. Campbell says tokenization is all about the speculative gains to be had by being exposed to an asset, just like shares in a company. Warren Buffett only cares about Coke because it's a good product that people want. Being able to own a physical product so he can enjoy one himself is secondary to making money to the success of the product. Same applies to Pokemon cards. I'm not interested in Pokemon cards as a product, but if they start appreciating like crazy, I want part of the action. Tokenization allows me part in that action. My 2 cents. Great videos as always. Klaus, keep them coming. Love it. Y'all are opening my eyes to tokenization. So there is a marketplace for it. That marketplace, tokenization, has some use cases. Look, your comments matter most. That's why I bring your comments to the beginning of the video. Daniel Hag, more tokenization talk. Hey, Klaus, if the collector is living in a hole-in-the-wall apartment that they might get evicted from because of high rent, having a tokenized asset makes more sense than worrying that they might damage or lose it as they move 3 times a year. Basically saying, hey, what if you got those collectibles and you have to move? What if fire damage? Yeah, you got insurance, but that only gives you the money back. It doesn't give you the collectible back, so tokenization. They also have vault services, by the way. You can get these cards and have them vaulted. And what that does is it actually puts them in like a storage vault, like when you go through PSA on eBay, and those will stay safe until you pull them out. You actually won't pay taxes on that stuff either. But yeah, you guys are absolutely right. So there is a market, there is a use case for tokenization. And you notice what people are going with the theme here? Speculative. Very, very interesting here. Tokenization and speculation are going right there. But I like that because you're right. You might not want to own that Pokemon card. But if the Pokemon market is going up 200, 300, 400% year over year, you might want to get in on that action without actually getting in on the action. World Liberty Financial, oh, rep tanks. Tron's Justin Sun protests his token got locked out. Why? Because they're saying he dumped it, a lot of it. In response to this drastic crypto fund suspension, Justin Sun didn't mince words. I've contributed not only capital, but also my trust and support to the future of this project. My goal has always been to grow my own pocketbook. No, I said that last night. My goal has always been to grow alongside the team and community and jointly build a strong and healthy world Liberty Financial ecosystem. He made a tweet. Here's his tweet. You can read the whole thing. The problem is it's AI. There's these weird little like hash mark thingies in here. Like he didn't even like proofread it. Either way, it's all linked in the description down below. Justin Sun urges Trump-linked World Liberty Financial to unfreeze his blacklisted tokens. That's right. $9 million transfer was flagged. So what happened was a bunch of these players bought it early before it was allowed to be publicly traded. Then, once it was publicly allowed to be traded, boom goes the dynamite, pumperoni, everyone, and dumperoni. Dumped over 50% from its highs. I mean, this is just bad. It has not recovered since. Has not recovered at all. So players out there are like, bro, I'm trying to figure out when to get back in. Man, what a rough ride for World Liberty Financial players. But look, Justin Sun getting his hands into it. This dude is crypto herp. He's worse than Alex Mashinsky, and Alex Mashinsky is one of the worst out there. But he, luckily for all of us, is what everyone out of crypto now. Goodbye, Mr. Mashinsky. Binance expands what? Stablecoin liquidity. Let's talk about it. Yeah, why? Because stablecoins are hot, and ever since we've had what? Changes in regulatory environment, stablecoins have been juicy. Not just since the Regaronis, but what? Since the El Presidente-roni. Look at the inflection we've got on the screen right here. Since what? Early November of 2024, stablecoins have been on an absolute inflection point. You can see it right there up on the screen. From 177 billion in market cap to right now 288 billion. So 111 billion in market cap ever since November. Stablecoin liquidity is booming. Binance has succeeded in retaining its position at the top and has stablecoins worth $44 billion. The majority of its stablecoins are USDT, USDC, and has 37.1 billion of USDT, 7.1 billion of USDC. Wow. That's lots. Now, these companies make lots of profit on it. A lot of players use this. There's gas fees involved. There's fees. You can make money. You can earn interest. There's yield. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's loans. There's collaterals. There's a whole ecosystem built on this. And the players, right, your tethers, your circles, and so forth, this is programmable money. They're just making money while players are using their products. So, like, for them, this is just, like, profit. I mean, like, insane profit. All right. Whoa, okay. All right. When are the regs going to happen, everyone? And you're wondering why the crypto market is not so hot. Well, because we got an update for you, and it's thanks to Eleanor Tourette. Her information is linked to everyone down below. Senate Banking Committee. This comes from her article. Comes out on Fridays. She's rocking it. She is rocking it. This is what she says. Capitol Hill timing is always a moving target. Multiple sources tell Crypto in America they're hoping to see the draft hit their inboxes this afternoon and are watching closely to see if the committee delivered on their wish list. Senator Cynthia Lummis told Emily Wilkins Thursday that the plan is still to mark up the text in banking by the end of the month. That means a markup vote. That's a subcommittee vote by the end of this month, with the Ag Committee following in October and a full Senate vote penciled in for November, December. Oh, all right, I guess no regs in September, no drill baby drill, no Epstein files, no JFK, no aliens, no drone reports, no nothing. We all fucking suck. Wow. I thought we were supposed to have regs by now. Nope, we get stablecoin regs. Do you know why we got stablecoin regs? Because these stablecoins like USDC, USDT, as I mentioned earlier, which all of a sudden had a massive inflection since when? November, when we got the new president. Those stablecoins are backed by what? U.S. government debt. Oh, so the government benefits from them. Oh, and that's why they got regs. Oh, and that's why nothing else is getting regs. Because the government is funneling money into stablecoins because these same stablecoins are what? Backed by government debt. No wonder the United States government is not letting anything happen with crypto regs anytime soon. Because it would be cutting off funding that's keeping the United States government debt afloat. Yes, everyone, stablecoins are backed by short-term what, everyone? Treasuries. Government debt. Plain and simple. So, November, December. Have fun with that. We'll cover it in live streams. Right now, XRP price, $2.81. Volume for the crypto market, $162 billion. So the exchanges are at least making some money. Price, though, for XRP, like I said, not so good. Since what? Since expectations for what? Regs have now gone down. Expectations for rate cuts, still there. So 50% of the big news is still on par to happen for this month. But the big news is what, everyone? We'll get markup this month. Yeah, okay. But we're not going to get regs this month. Odds are we'll get rate cuts this month, but will Jerome Powell deliver? The Senate sure as fuck didn't deliver. So November, December, huh? What about the old Epstein files too? What about JFK? What about the audit on Fort Knox? What about everything else? But we know why stablecoins got passed. Yeah, for real. Look it up. It's backed by treasuries. That's just the deal. Just throwing it out there. You know, sometimes stuff is very obvious and it's thrown in our face, and this is one of those instances. The United States is very eager to pass the Genius Act, which helps out stables, but doesn't help out the altcoins. The Clarity Act, which is there to help out the altcoins, gets a big push with Crypto Week, and then all of a sudden we see prices take a poop. Why? Because then the actual follow-through by the Senate falters, and yeah, now we know why. Crypto, it's going to be volatile like this. Rate cuts with Jerome Powell. Look, the market is pricing or is expecting the odds is the best way to put it that yes, he's going to cut. I don't know. I can't say it. I can't say that he will. I still think he's going to pause. I really do. I think he's going to pause. He's been a prick. He has been a laggard, and I think he holds one more time, and I think he cuts then in October. Unless CPI does something totally bonkers, which I doubt it. I still think CPI comes in hot, and hot the not good way. I think CPI comes in mid-twos. I think that means Jerome Powell pauses one more time, and I think that's the poop sandwich we get for September. But I could be wrong. We'll know soon enough. CPI data is September 11th, so we're getting pretty close to that. FOMC meeting the 17th, we're getting closer to that. Choo-choo what? Well, the sign says it behind me. Let's turn it on. There you go. Choo-choo what? Choo-choo biz nachos. And go White Sox. And no, I don't want tokenized cards. I get insurance. And it will just give me the money to buy them back. And some of them you can't get like replacements for, and I get that. And sometimes I understand like the speculation of it too, but like, would you want tokenized gold? I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. And then you have to trust the people that you're doing the tokenization through. Like, is that marketplace trustworthy? And then is that marketplace a little bit more of a risky speculative bubble than the actual physical marketplace of it? Because that marketplace is obviously fully speculative because it's not backed by anything, because it's just a representation of that marketplace. And B, because it is people that are just in it for speculative reasons, and they're not hodling onto it, right? They're not. I mean, like, because like that's like truly like hodling, like it's in, you know, like display cases and stuff like that, and people putting in safety deposit boxes. Like, does that then mean that like that market then is even more volatile in terms of like a price swing nature because of the fact that people aren't into hodl mode as much as other collectors? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I'll catch y'all later.